How's it going, everybody? Rob back again with another video. This time we're going to go ahead and talk about episode 4 of season 2, Titans, titled Aqualad. Now, so this episode, I'm trying to figure out how I want to start this. How do I want to start this? I don't know. So I guess I could just start by saying that this is an episode that's sort of a flashback episode. They did some of these last year on Titans, and I don't really like when they do that. I feel like it interrupts the flow of the story that's going on. I know some TV shows like to do this, and I just don't like when any TV show does it. To be fair, it's just not Titans. When any TV show takes a break from the main storyline and kind of backtracks and have an entire episode that takes place like years in the past, I feel like it really interrupts the story flow of what's going on, and I didn't too much care for it in this episode. I did think the episode actually turned out pretty good toward the end, but the first half I just wasn't a fan of. I didn't like Aqualad like whatsoever. I don't, maybe the actor, I just didn't like the actor, the way he portrayed him. I just didn't care. And then when I started to slightly kind of warm up to him, spoiler alert, Deathstroke killed the motherfucker. Shot his ass dead. So this episode was really the buildup of what happened in the past, because we know, according to Hawk, Dove, Dick, that these characters faced off against Deathstroke in the past. We heard about that in episodes 3, I believe. So we know they faced off in the past. Something bad happened. We didn't know what. Now we know that Aqualad was the one that was killed by Slade Wilson. So now you know why the Titans are kind of like, oh my God, Slade Wilson. Now this is going to be a 2-part storyline, I believe, because this episode was titled Aqualad. Next week's episode is titled Deathstroke or Slade Wilson. I'm not sure what the title is. Maybe I should check that, right? Ah, here it is. Next week's episode is Deathstroke. Yeah. So to me, the way this episode left off, it's only obvious that next week's episode is going to be the conclusion of this little story arc, which hopefully is the conclusion and it's done with, and we don't do no more of these flashback episodes, because if next week's episode takes place in the present day and then they finish the story off like in another week or two and doing another I'm going to be really pissed. If you're going to just go ahead and just do your flashback episode, you want to make it a 2-parter, make it a 2-parter, and then let's stay in the present. That's the thing. I want to spend more time with these characters, with the Titans. I don't care about what happened in the past. Like, you can bring it up, like, do a little flashback scene within your episode. Is it really necessary to go back and do a whole flashback episode? And I know a lot of people might really like this episode. They're like, oh yeah, we like Aqualad. Oh, we like that Slade Wilson, capped his ass. I mean, to each their own, I guess. And by all means, don't get my words twisted, because I know there's so many people that will. I didn't hate this episode. It's just out of this season, I think this was the weakest episode this season. For me personally, my personal opinion. My opinion. Mine. My opinion. Doesn't mean you have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. You can love it. My opinion. So yeah, pretty much overall, I thought the episode was okay. It is by far, the weakest episode, in my opinion, of the season. But I felt like the last half of the episode really kind of took off a little, and I really liked what was going on. I didn't really care for the whole Aqualad, Donna Troy love thing. I think that might have been the thing that was throwing me off the entire episode, because I just did not care. I just didn't care. I didn't care. And then Donna Troy fucks him and tries to split. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't care personally. I don't care about the love triangle. Did I cheer when Deathstroke capped Aqualad? Yeah, I did. Anyway, guys, I'm just rambling here. So, yeah, episode 4, Aqualad, season 2 of Titans. Not my favorite episode of the season. Hopefully, next week or the week after, we finally start getting back into the present day storyline. I think that's where this show actually shines. I want to see the progression of the characters, not how they were 10, 15, 2, 3, 4 years ago. I just don't care. But anyway, guys, episode 4 Titans, what you guys think? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.